And this brings me to my next point. We have another interview here with, I don't know if this person's trans. I don't know if they're gay or pan, or I can't even keep track of anymore of what all these people identify as. Like, it's not even important. But these are the people that vote. This is probably one of 70 million people that voted for President Joe Biden that are for abortion. I think this person's a man. You guys tell me for yourself. If you're listening on any of the podcast platforms, Google, Apple, Spotify, all that stuff, I'll describe this person for you when we show it. Let's go ahead and roll a clip.
I'm not a Republican.
Can I ask you what you think about abortion?
I mean, there's no life.
Okay, so I just want to pause it real quick to describe what this person has going on. They have glasses. It looks like a man, chiseled jaw, wearing makeup, lipstick. It looks like there's eyeliner on there, earrings. There's a fishnet top. It looks like a male. It looks like a guy. Now, could I be wrong? Sure. Maybe it's a woman with some serious male features, but the hair's dyed. I don't even know what color that is. Orange mixed with yellow, mixed with burgundy, maybe. I don't know. So that's what we're dealing with right now. Let's go ahead and listen.
There's no life yet. There's no life. Like there's a beating little thing where it's a cell growing. It's not had a life. It doesn't have a life. It doesn't know what a life is. It has no clue what a life is. You think, oh, it moves around.
I would like to point out, that sounds a lot like Joe Biden. Doesn't know what's going on. It'll move around. It'll do all these things. It might say something, but it doesn't know it's a life. It doesn't know it's existing. So good. I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and roll it.
Or, it blinks its eyes or it sucks its thumb. Something like that, right? That proves that. Okay, but are you going to give more rights to that baby? That's that fetus? You're going to give more rights to that fetus than you are to women, right? And then all the children that are born that end up in the orphanages, that end up with abusive parents, that end up on the streets, that end up all sorts of problems, dropping out of school. You're going to have like millions of these kids in the next 10 to 20 years, okay? What are they going to do about that? Nothing. They think that that's okay, but that's not okay, right? So I don't understand why they're just being so pig-headed and stupid. I think it's an agenda. It's just a coup. It's a coup. Supreme Court's in the middle of a coup. It shouldn't have the powers it has. You can't pass laws like that without asking the other two branches of government do you think this is cool? It's a balance of power that's not been used forever because it's been usurped. It's a coup.
Okay, this guy doesn't have any clue, or gal, woman. I honestly, God, I don't know. I'm gonna stop trying to figure it out. Has no clue on how government works, passing laws. If you haven't seen our episode of History of Roe v. Wade, not just Roe v. Wade itself, but just yesterday's episode of the podcast, we went over in detail Griswold v. Connecticut, how they just created basically rights out of nowhere, that they were amongst these penumbras and these shadows from an emanation of the Bill of Rights. I strongly recommend you just go out and check out that segment. There's clips on Rumble. That's just the history of Roe v. Wade that we talk about. And you can also catch it on YouTube. It's also linked in the videos if you want to go check those out within our catalog. But within Roe v. Wade, they actually chopped up and create legislation as a Supreme Court, which is not their job. That's a legislative branch. The judiciary literally created laws on first, second, and third trimester of which they weren't supposed to do. So this person right here that is for abortion is talking about how they shouldn't have done certain things because they overturned Roe v. Wade, but wasn't pissed about them creating law when Roe v. Wade was put in place. Unbelievable.
It's been going on since, well, I don't know, my boyfriend knows.
Yes.
Jeez,
Am I talking?
Louise. All right, so I don't know what's going on. My boyfriend knows. Somebody knows, but I don't. I mean, was I the only one that thought that was hilarious? Of basically him describing a baby that didn't know it was alive, sucking on its thumb, just blinking, didn't know what the hell was going on, didn't know it was alive. I mean, it's remarkable on how much that sounded like a description of Joe Biden. I hope you enjoyed that clip from the Bald Brad Show. If you did, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all our future content.